Another Midnight Movie Podcast.
Pumps up. God. Well, I guess we're back for Midnight Movie Podcast, episode 3.
Who are you?
Well, you know, I'm Rich from the Midnight Movie, and here's my co-host.
You're
Trev.
4.
Who are you?
I'm Denny.
No,
Big
you're
Dentine.
Big Dentine.
Big Dentine.
And I'm Little Terry G.
Little Terry G.
Little Terry.
Terry No Thumb.
Oh, little Terry G.
Terry No Thumb. This reminds me of like one of my all time.
All time.
If you don't know the show, you'll find out. I have a lot of all time favorites.
Shut up. Yeah, we don't need that. We have enough of that in the
A lot
radio
of all time
show.
favorites. This reminds me of one of my all time campy classics, Tourist Trap.
Well, if you don't know the show, you check out the midnightmovie.net. It'll catch you up to speed a little bit on what we are, what we do, and when we do it.
What we don't do?
What we don't do, what we don't do.
Oh, man.
The boss is in there.
Boss is here.
We got to
Oh,
mind our
man.
P's
Boss
and
is
Q's
here.
now.
Now we can't have no fun.
Yeah, well, we'll do it anyways, you know. Remember what the Ghoul said.
The
Just don't get caught.
NFP's here, No Fun Police.
Yeah. So she's I heard something.
Are you Denny again?
Oh, you know what? You know what? What? Yeah, I had the call of Judy and Julie.
Oh, that was it?
She heard that and came running.
There she is, pounding her
Okay.
chest.
She don't know there's a camera in behind her catching her.
Yeah. You're actually in front of the
There you
camera.
You're actually.
Go the other way. Hey.
There you go. So anyways,
Ah.
despite the
20
no
minutes
fun
left.
police being here, I think, you know what, we were talking last time about our first horror movies and stuff like that, the guys' interest in stuff. Well, I was thinking about it since then. You know, a lot of times I didn't tune on Superhost and Big Chuck and Lil John for the movie. I tuned it in. Wife beating. That's the new topic. Sometimes you can see why it might be warranted. No, I'm just joking.
Do
It's
you
never
feel
warranted.
safe at home?
Yeah.
I don't feel safe in the studio.
I have a number you can call.
Yeah.
I have a guy.
So, anyways, before
Yes.
you had to
Before you were
before I was
rudely
abused
interrupted?
as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, early horror movie favorites.
I would tune in these shows not for the movie but for the skits and for the
Yes, that's
comedic
true.
elements
That's
on
true.
it, and the movie, whatever movie it was on, that was extra,
Yeah.
But I look forward for the skits. So it's one of the reasons we do skits on our show, because we all enjoyed that, and
We were inspired by the.
we were inspired to do those skits like that. What are some of the funniest skits that you thought on some of those shows that you saw?
on the
that
other
you
shows, my
remember?
favorite skits from like Big Chuck, Lil John, Hoolihan, Big Chuck, and
Yeah,
Superhost.
right.
I
don't recall any specific. Always loved Spencer and Mongolia.
From the Ghoul.
From Chuck and John.
Oh,
That's
Chuck
cool.
and John.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
I've
see,
never heard of it.
Hey, pow.
Whatever.
there you go.
I don't know how to do pals.
No pals.
No pals
Actual
here.
You
bird.
can go like this all
No,
you. I don't know
no
how to
get
do
the books.
pals.
No get the books with
Spencer
Terry.
Mongolia from the Ghoul.
Spencer
Yeah.
Mongolia.
Yeah.
Always liked them.
I loved when Hoolihan and Chuck and they did their renditions of the what was it? Landry.
Right,
What was it?
right.
Landry and Houston. What was the name of that
And
group?
they
They
did,
did the Ajax Lost and
yeah,
Founds and
yeah.
stuff. Those were hysterical.
and Mary Hartsky.
Mary Hartsky was. I mean, the good old classics. Like the Streak, Bring Back the Streak. Matter of fact, you know what I just saw recently.
What?
They
What?
did the Junk
Tell
Food
us.
Junkie. That was pretty funny too.
Yeah,
The Junk Food
some of
Junkie.
the old ones there.
Yeah.
Those are.
But I mean, that's when I was, very young and impressionable, watching the skits for the first time, and they stuck with me, So
And with Superhost, I always like when he did skits of the Bionic Woman.
the moronic woman,
Yes.
and he did the convoy. Remember that?
Yeah. Always. Man, woman, birth, death.
Infinity.
Infinity.
Crazy.
Crazy. Dum,
So all those things we remember. Even guys I work with will come out and they don't remember the skit, but they remember like a musical part of it, or the beginning of Big Chuck and Lil John, stuff like that. So that stuff sticks in your head, from when you're little.
If everybody's really being honest, that's what they stood. That's what everything was watched for. When you watched the Ghoul, if you stayed watching the movie, you're waiting for the sound effects. Okay, what's going to go in there? And then, but it was everything. What's he going to do when he comes back? And
Terry's touching buttons again.
That was what you were waiting for. Was he going to come back and blow up, or what's going to go on? So
We got sound effects right here in the studio. You probably can't hear at home, but
Yeah, they're going. They're going
a stomach growl,
loud and clear here.
I think the mics are picking up pretty much
Loud
near
and clear
everything.
here. But,
Okay, I did. Hey guys, I gotta wait to wipe my nose.
but
back
you're
here.
but you're right. I would stay up late and force myself to stay up because I wanted to see what jokes and skits were going to be on Chuck and John or Hoolihan and Chuck. You know,
And then the next day, of course, you're reenacting all these skits with your friends and talking about them and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, it was a-
We used to actually sit around with the tape recorder and record these skits, then listen to them, and this time you're Chuck, this time I'm John. We had
But what was real cool about Big Chuck and Hoolihan, or Hoolihan and Big Chuck, Hoolihan was first, and then Big Chuck and Little John is they would allow people to actually go to the stations and watch them tape an episode.
yeah.
So that was cool.
I remember going there a couple times as a youngster, and then I went there once as part of the Midnight Movie.
Yeah, I remember going to this midnight movie and then we knocked the Christmas tree over and
Almost got thrown out.
wreaked havoc. We didn't get to go back after that.
No,
But
I wonder why we haven't been
it
back.
was funny though. The
Yeah,
Christmas
but I
tree
think
fell over.
we sort of endured ourselves to them, though, when that happened. It was just, there's something like, these are knuckleheads. They got something.
And I was lucky enough that I was able to do 4 skits with them for their show.
Which skits?
Number
was
one,
the
Where's my crickets? Where's my crickets for
was
the
the
day?
knockout? The other one we were cutting hair. The other one was a psychic. I forgot what the
Psychic.
4th one is. Psychic.
You were in these skits?
Yeah.
How come I never saw them?
Yeah, I don't know. You
I never
probably went to
seen
sleep.
one.
We'll have to ask Chuck about this. He might just be in his own mind.
No, ask Little John.
Oh, ask Lil John. And Lil John will give that look. And you hear, I don't know him. Well, actually, no, I always enjoyed the half a head of lettuce skit with Big Stosh. Big Stosh is always one of my favorite characters. And we were lucky enough to do the sequel to that, a half a carrot skit that we did.
And Chuck and John liked our sequel to it so much that they included it on one of their skit DVDs that they sell.
that was like the biggest honor for me to, our heroes, and then we're included in one of their, they thought enough of to include in one of their DVDs.
Yep.
I mean,
They just needed an extra 45 seconds.
That's all right. They got it.
That's right.
Of course, we get no residuals from the sales of those, but that's all right. We use their laugh enough. I guess it evens
It's a
out.
trade-off.
Right?
It's a trade-off.
But, I mean, skits, today's skits now, we come up with skits a little bit differently, I think, than, skits were back then. Our skits are like based a lot of times right in our studio.
Well, the thing is,
Not all of them.
Chuck and when it came to Hoolihan and Chuck and John, I mean, Chuck would like write these out and script them, have every shoot on locations, this and that. We come with like a little piece of paper, or we'll text an idea, a couple lines, and then we just improv from there. We just
Right.
or God forbid Rocco, we give him the idea, and next thing you know, it's this, that, and the other thing. Our skit here, and then kind of veers off here, but
Yeah. Rocco does a good job, though, on the show. Without him, we wouldn't be able to put out a brand new 2-hour show each and
right.
every week. For
That's
Every
correct.
week, every week,
over
every
20
week.
years.
Every week.
22
well,
years.
52.
every week for us, Terry just shows up when it's not a fart, right?
Yeah. I think it's a lot to do with this
No,
diet.
he shows up when it's only a fart. When it's when that wasn't a fart,
I come
he's
late.
late or he's not there.
Well, sometimes I sleep in the bathtub.
Yeah, he's a lot of excuses. But we never really noticed that he's not there.
No,
That's the funny thing.
no, camera doesn't move anyway.
doesn't
We
move.
still have to
Yeah,
zoom
Rocco
in.
was running in and
Our
out.
zoom is like that. Yeah.
Actually, that's why we got Rocco a Fitbit so he could just, keep track of
Take
his
steps.
how many steps he's
But
getting.
no, I just like watching him run.
That's just,
And he's got to run 20 feet, and the headphones is only 15.
yeah, he always forgets to take the headphones off. Terry, who is the cameraman, is by the one camera, but there's another camera that's literally 5 feet away from Terry. But no, we need to zoom in on the one camera, so Rocco has to run off, and Terry just has his hands in his pockets watching Rocco run around. It's like, what are you doing, man?
Making fun of Rocco.
And then you wonder why he misses a bloop here or a sensor here or a get the book here.
There's a method to the madness.
Yeah, you remember that? Speaking of skits, that's Rocco. The swat, 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 swat. The old Big Chuck and Little John, the engineer. Yeah, that's Rocco running around like crazy.
Yeah, you're right. I was thinking about that a few days ago. So I saw that skit, Big Chuck and Little John skit at
That's Rocco.
Farmertown Mall.
Running
When
around.
I was a
man.
kid, they had a kiosk set up, and you could pay to go through it. And at the end, you saw that skit, and they had the things there. Swap.
Swap.
And that's one of my favorite
And
skits. And then
five.
right, it reminds me of Rocco.
Calling you.
You know, Rocco used to work down at Channel 8 for a while.
Thought you were getting ready to do the swat.
I guess it doesn't matter.
He
Don't
took
worry
a deep
about it.
I
breath
was
in.
just wondering
because
why
he
you
was
were
gonna say
breaking
something.
out in song.
I don't know. I'm part of the
do that
skip, but then he
because-
went.
That
I
might
thought I was
be,
going to add
So one
something.
time he sounds like Sinatra, you know, and all of a sudden he's,
Yeah.
no singing though. It might be
he's
copyright.
our own
you're right.
American Idol.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
he sings in the shower.
He's an Eleanor Idol.
Yeah. Well, Gary,
Gary,
you're watching this podcast, Gary.
Eleanor
Good
sticks
job.
up for me. She's got my back.
Hey, the only good thing about this is
The only good thing there is.
the only,
That's it. There's one good thing.
probably
The only good thing.
the only good thing.
Three episodes in.
They don't have to
Terry
worry about following
speaks.
asleep because they can just sign up on YouTube at any time at the Midnight Movie Pods and watch us anytime they want
That's pretty sweet. So they can watch the Midnight Movie Pods on YouTube
under the Midnight Movie Pods.
and watch us.
Yeah.
watch us.
That's cool. Because this is stuff you're not going to see in the show. This is like behind the scenes, extra stuff that you're not going to see on the Midnight Movie show. But you'll see it
Yeah,
here.
because we don't like censorship.
It's just
But we're going to have to.
You can
We're,
go like this. And
all right.
don't
It's a
matter.
family show still,
Yeah, we
kind of.
remember when we were in the little flux between not having a show and starting a show, and we shot in Bobby's garage. And remember we were saying whatever we wanted to. Those were they weren't good, those shows.
Yeah.
But hey, I'd like to see that again, shooting in Bobby's garage. The ceiling was
Bobby's
right
the
here.
voice.
Pressing on
You
my
know-
hat.
No, you're really.
Do you know what though?
No.
No, you really.
I think our last podcast 2, with the whole ghost pepper thing, I think you mentioned something. I think we need to do something on future podcasts where whether it's a dare or a different challenge, whether
All
it's we challenge you to something next week, we challenge you to something. I think to keep people wanting to view it. What's going to happen next? I wonder. You eat a hot pepper, the hottest in the world, or you got to guzzle, chug this, chug that.
Swedish thing.
You got to think of
Thank
something.
you, dear. I didn't do that.
I think we got turn it up a notch.
Well, we're just notching it now.
I know,
We're
we're
going
just
to turn it
notching
up
now.
a
We have
notch.
to
Wait
turn
till you
it up
see
a
what
notch.
happens in future episodes. We might even have some special guests down here that are going to blow your mind.
We're working through it, coming up with some new ideas and things. So getting our
Feet wet.
flow, feet
our,
wet.
our clucks in a row.
Yeah.
But
But if you have any suggestions for what you see on the Midnight Movie podcast, go to the midnightmovie.net, send us a message on Facebook, whatever, let us know. Hey, get your name mentioned even on the podcast. Like I'll say Hollis. Hi, Hollis and Ed.
There
How you
went
doing
one
out
light.
there?
no one noticed.
We lost the
We
light.
lost the light. Hey, we are at almost at the set.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, we're almost at the
Rocco.
set.
The only problem is
Still got
Todd
a
won't
couple
buy us a new
minutes.
bulb.
Eh,
Well, that's all right. We'll tough it out. We've had worse.
One thing different about here than at the set.
There's no moving.
No, these seats chairs have no cushions, man.
Well, you know what?
My rear end is big and it's got plenty of cushion, but it ain't enough.
There's
It
no
ain't-
budget, so
hey.
there's no cushions.
There's no
There's no filler here. This is all true content. No filler. Wake up.
by the time Terry's done doing all this stuff, it's going to be over.
Well,
You
we
should have just
keep going.
toughed it out for
We're
8
used to going
minutes.
without Terry. He's over there. He's probably going to get electrocuted,
just-
and we'll have the thing you're looking for.
The challenge?
Yeah. Oh, there it is. And we didn't have a camera on it.
Wow.
That was fast, though. I guess, should we
get
call
shot?
911? No, he's back.
Okay.
He's okay. That's why we always had a technical guy. They know how to handle shock and
Never
stuff.
lick the fingers before you put it in.
Yeah.
I've been electrocuted once before. It's not fun, man. It is not fun. I got on the side of my house.
Hey, I found that cigarette from last week.
It's like the one
And
that
it's lit already.
doing the 48-hour. That's one time you were looking for a cigarette stuck in your hair. Yeah, I was cleaning gutters out my house, and I was up
David
on the ladder.
Gutter? Gotta get another
There's
cover.
another shout out.
Another shout out. Yeah, he
David
watches.
Gutter!
He watches us. Yep. Need another copy. Need another copy. Yeah, come on. You didn't read the rules, Dave? Come on. Anyway, yeah, I was up cleaning my gutters, and it was all wet, and I'm on the ladder, of course, aluminum ladder, and I'm on there, and I was all done, and I just went to put my arm, I just got them scooping, and I went to put my arm over here to grab the ladder to walk down, and I hit the power line going to the house.
Oh, those wires, yeah.
And luckily, it was just that instead of grabbing it. But I hit that, and for a split second, I'm not kidding. For a split second, I lost all muscle coordination. Everything was weak. My teeth got hot. I remember that. I remember my teeth got hot.
Did you pee a little?
I did not pee a little. I may have. I don't know.
I think he peed a little.
I probably
folks.
tooted too. I don't know.
He peed
But
a little.
I'll never forget it. And I was slowly made my way down the ladder. I walked into the house, and girlfriend at the time looked at me, and she goes, "You look like you saw a ghost. You okay?" Because I was just white and just limping.
I saw a ghost.
And I go, "I just got electrocuted." She goes, "What?" I go, "I just got electrocuted." And I just kind of slowly walked over, sat down, and I was just sitting there for the longest time. It was horrible.
He smelled
Did
like
she
pee.
think you were in shock?
Did she tell you to amp it up a little bit?
Your
Did she
turn.
say, what is the problem?
Your turn.
What?
He said,
What?
"Man, I'm
What?
fried."
Good one.
I tossed that in for him.
Come on, keep going. We got 5 minutes left. Come on.
You know, do you think
I got
when we
fear.
have-
Come on.
They're multiplying.
What?
I don't know. I think
Where's my
he was
crickets
just
again?
electrocuted too.
Yeah.
So
and everybody's trying to sing, well, it's not happening.
I ain't
You know,
singing.
I wonder, the people, when we have old Sparky out at shows,
Yeah.
and people don't know what's about to happen to them,
Yeah.
and they get the shock, if you will. I wonder how many people feel, because there's some people that after they get that little jolt are pretty damn scared. They
yeah.
get up and, I
not
just wonder.
expecting it.
I wonder how many people peed a little.
If you're wondering what old Sparky
I'm
is,
surprised-
it's the electric chair that we take around the conventions and let people sit in it, take some pictures in it, and then we give them a little surprise. It's a lot of fun.
I'm surprised no one's actually got pissed at us. Seriously, they're all excited. You're gonna get a picture posing, and then we zap them with that.
Well, it's always a funny picture.
It's always a good time. I'm surprised that no one yet has gotten seriously pissed at us.
We had
What
Lisa
the-
Wilcox in there from
Yeah.
from Freddy Krueger, right?
Freddy
And
Krueger?
Skippy.
We had Skippy.
from
Family ties.
Family
Ties.
Ties. Yeah,
Yeah, he was in
They
there.
didn't get mad.
We got
Yeah.
the one guy. I forgot his name. I'm bad with names. The new guy who played
Paul Rogers.
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser.
Paul Rogers, I think is his name.
We have a lot of the Fox 8 people
Yeah.
who've been on it.
Yeah. So if you ever see us at a convention and we got old Sparky,
Great photo op.
yeah, take a picture and
Yeah.
share it to hashtag the Midnight Movie.
Great photo op. Free.
Free.
Yeah, it's free. You don't
Free.
get that. You don't get that very much. Free with your
And
own
it,
phone.
the lights light up. It zaps you. Not really zaps you. Okay,
You feel a little something.
but
You feel a little tingle.
I won't follow it up.
It's a lot
I
of
wasn't
fun.
gonna say something, but I won't say nothing.
Do you feel a little tingle?
No.
Okay. You did too, though. Because, damn it, you jumped the first time you felt that son of a gun.
Yeah, and you even
Yeah,
know
yeah,
it.
I
yeah,
didn't. Of course, we're not expecting it. You're just in the middle of a conversation out of nowhere. And just decide
Hey,
to.
you talked about
They don't know when they're going to get zapped. They put the.
Well, I know.
They're
Okay,
just
I know.
sitting there going, like, what's going to happen? All of a sudden,
you talked about getting shocked
shock.
for electricity.
Yeah, for
How about
truth from electricity.
that's all he's got, people. I told you he's a big bully. If you're watching out there, Eleanor. Anyways, you know what? When you got shocked, how you felt. Remember the first time that you got scared like that? When somebody actually shocked you with a scare.
I can't remember the first.
How
time,
did that
but
feel? How's that? You kind of your body shuts down for a split second, then your heart races a little bit.
And you pee a little.
You could. You
He's got an
actually could.
infatuation with peeing a little.
He does. He's real sick.
You know how much coffee I've had this morning?
You get a little
Which means
dampy,
you probably have to pee a little, don't you?
He collects used underwear. I heard. I don't know if that's true.
What?
That's
Where
why.
did that
so
come
if you have
from?
any out there and you want some to Terry, go ahead. Send Terry used underwear.
Oh my God!
Hey, there's a market for that. I hear.
Yeah,
Used underwear?
Where
There's a
do
big
you hear
market
that from?
Okay, we're gonna have
It's
to
on the
scrap
black
this whole
underweb.
podcast.
If it's possible.
Underwear.
It's very
It's on the
possible.
underwear. Underwear.
It's on the underwear.
It's on the underwear.
Terry likes used underwear.
She's
Send her
responding
used
to what I hear
underwear.
out there. Now look, so you're scratching. I'm ringing.
It spreads.
Yeah, it's like a virus down here.
I don't drink Corona beer.
Terry, you're in charge of putting this one together.
Hey, when you buy
Use
a
your
drink
best
anymore,
judgment.
and you want a large drink, can they make it like keep trying to sell it epic extra large? you know, they're going to keep trying to expand this extra large. What can they put next besides Epic? I mean, what's bigger than Epic?
Gigantic.
They want everyone.
Gigantic
They want
ain't as big
everybody
as
to
Epic.
get in the shape, but they'll sell this extra large, sugar-filled soda for 99 cents, and then
Could
if
be
you want
diet.
And if you want, you go like it on Facebook.
diet's worse for you.
What is diet?
It was water.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What kind of water are you drinking?
Sugar water.
What kind of water is freaking red, man?
Red water.
Okay.
If you got
Pomegranate.
red water, you better see a
And
doctor.
he was palming
fast.
something.
But anyways, I'm just saying, Epic extra large.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, a large was a large. You know, you go get a pop. It was
Large
one
was a
size.
large.
It was one size.
Large was a large.
Well, I know you youngsters won't remember deposit.
No, but
bottles
you're
and
right though.
such.
They go bigger. They still charge a lot. You know, that super size. Hey, like that documentary, Super Size Me. You know, they keep whatever.
I saw a thing
That's
today.
another topic for another day.
At breakfast, I drink almond milk, right? And
Okay.
I had a.
I
thought it was a
use
gallon-
almond milk.
a
You're
gallon-
nuts.
I use
yeah,
almond milk.
A gallon of almond milk, and it says on it, 50% larger than a half gallon. So I mean, it's not a gallon. But they're trying to sell me on the fact that it's 50% larger than a half gallon. So I'm thinking I'm getting a gallon. I thought I had a gallon.
That sounds like it would be a gallon, right?
Yeah, but
Let's
I
do the
read
math.
it.
Do the math.
If it's 50% larger, then it's only 3/4 of a gallon.
Yeah,
not
it
a
was
half gallon.
96 ounces. Where the gallon
100% will give you 1 gallon.
50%
works?
of a more.
50% of a half is a quarter.
50%.
So you
Right.
got
So,
75.
Say how did they say it
It
was?
said 50% larger than a half gallon.
50% larger than a half gallon. Yeah, you're right.
But it's like
Quarter.
50% smaller.
But yeah, it
than,
plays with
or
your head.
75%
It plays with
smaller.
your head. Hey,
thought
I got a gallon,
I thought I
man.
had a gallon of
Guys.
this.
Hey, right here would be fine, man.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. Well,
How many
all right.
almonds do you need to
ahead.
milk a gallon?
No,
It's okay. It goes over an extra
Yeah,
minute. We don't
this-
got
yeah.
whatever.
They said that there's something like something ridiculous,
How
like
do you milk an
2,000
almond?
almonds to make a thing of almond milk.
How do you milk an
I don't know
almond?
how you milk an
squeeze its
almond.
nuts.
All right. Where's that laugh we had earlier?
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's a good
whatever.
one. That's a good one.
We got beat a little.
That's all you got, Denny. That's all you have.
Ain't got
Every
that.
episode.
Ain't got that.
Well, now that we went 3 minutes over,
Well, that's all right.
yeah, at least we got a little head today.
All right. Well, I guess we better get out of here then because things are falling apart rapidly.
Yep.
So until the next time, thanks for tuning in to the Midnight Movie Pods?
Correct.
The Midnight Movie Pods?
The Midnight Movie.
The
Pods.
Midnight Movie Pods. Tell your friends. Make sure you subscribe and tell everybody about us. And go to midnightmovie.net. Check us out. Send us mail. Send us questions. Whatever you want to see.
Don't forget to subscribe and kick the little bell so you get notified
Yeah.
when we're knocking at your door.
Kick the bell. Where's the bell? We need more bell.
Need more bells.
Who didn't bring the bell? Who's in charge
We'll
of the
get
bell?
bells next time. All right.
Okay.
Bye, folks.
See ya.
Bye, bells.